Good evening, boys and girls. Boy, today turned out to be a real pretty day, didn't it? We spent some time outside and I swang in the hammock with the puppies. That was fun. And tonight we're going to read a story together. It's by Jan Brett and it's called The Easter Egg. I love coloring Easter eggs, and pretty soon it'll be time to do that. But there's some real pretty eggs in this book, so be watching the pages as I show them to you. The Easter Egg. Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, the rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. You see his wooden eggs? Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity-hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Ooh, look at that beautiful chocolate Easter egg. Doesn't that look yummy? Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. So she is decorating with a special tool. Look at that beautiful egg. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vanderrabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real that he looked alive. Fantastic, Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. Look at that. That's the egg that he's making. That does look like a real rabbit, doesn't it? As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make the egg that is right for me. Look at that. It almost looks like a robot egg. A mechanical egg. That is cool. So Hoppy hopped back to the woods and laid down under a tall tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg that I'm proud of. And there he is, sitting under the tree, thinking. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds, sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly, as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. Look what fell out of the nest. A baby robin egg that's pretty blue. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I'll take care of you the best I can, he whispered, and he was relieved. Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Do you see the egg he's keeping warm underneath his fur? Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he would hear strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy never ran away. He took good care of that robin egg. Every day, the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. See them all lined up with their special eggs? Look, my pages are sticking together. Oh, here we go. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for Easter Rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. Can you see that beautiful wagon with the Easter Bunny? Oh, you guys know who the Easter Bunny is. He brings special treats, huh? I wonder if there's some special treats on that wagon. Now this page folds out. Oh, and it stopped, and the Easter Bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here, he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could that be? Whose egg do you think it is that's not there? Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs, he said, and when I return, I will show it to you. And he disappeared into the woods. Look at all those beautiful eggs they're filling in his wagon. So the Easter Bunny is headed to the woods. Do you remember who's in the woods? He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of, the Easter Rabbit told them. He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched and she could take care of it. The Easter Rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. So look it was Hoppy's egg that he was taking care of, the real egg. And here's the end of our story. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy, they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter Rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for the girls and boys to find on Easter morning. So Hoppy's egg won, and remember he was afraid that he wouldn't have a beautiful egg like everyone else, and he had the neatest one, didn't he? So he was picked and he got to go help the Easter Bunny. Isn't that neat? I bet he was proud, don't you? How fun. Oh, and here's a picture of the lady that actually wrote the book, the author, Jan Brett. It's got her real picture and she's holding a real bunny. Would you like to see it? That is her. That's Jan Brett that wrote this story, the author. And look it, she's holding a real bunny. And it says that Jan Brett loves rabbits. When she was little, she would catch wild bunnies that were scampering through the yard, and they were so spunky and fast. And she just loved bunnies so much that that's what made her want to write this book about the bunny. So she loves rabbits, and that's why she wrote this bunny book. Isn't that neat? I hope you enjoyed our story, The Easter Egg. And Rhett and Cooper and Miss Julie, thank you so much for our tripod. That was so much better than last night because you can see me. Well, I don't know if you want to see me, but it just made it so much better. So thank you so much. I just appreciate you guys so much. And enjoy your evening. Mr. Jerry's gone to work. I think I'm ready to just relax on the couch and listen to some music. I love listening to music more than watching TV. I'm not much of a TV person. And have some coffee. I'm ready for a good cup of coffee. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another circle time. I can't wait to see you in the morning. I hope you can join us. Bye.